Hello everybody, Bakuk here from the Mod Retro and BitBuild forums. I'm here to show off a new GameCube Portable that I made. It was a commission somebody asked me to make, and I'm here to make this as a demonstration video for him and to show off the game and to show off the portable to all you guys. So yeah, it's a GameCube built inside an original Wii U gamepad. So it's the original shell I bought. Replacement shell I bought on eBay, and I modded it. It's heavily modified it to support GameCube buttons. So it has all the original GameCube buttons like the C stick, A, B, Y, X, analog stick, D-pad, start button here, which I moved from here to here because the last video I shown was in the center and was kind of out of reach, and was a big mistake I made personally, I think. And then we have the shoulder buttons, which have full range, and the Z button. So those are all the original GameCube buttons. On the top we have an on and off switch, of course, an AV out plug, so you can connect to your TV. We have a fan speed switch, so this is high, that's low. A memory card button, I will show that later. Slot B SD-Gecko. Another switch here, which acts as a disklet switch, which is handy for multi-game discs like Resident Evil or Metal Gear Solid, which at one point asks you to swap discs. And a volume knobs to adjust your volume. On the bottom we have a wall power jack, a charging jack, and for player support, as well as a little switch here. I don't know if you can see it, which disables the internal controls and switches them over to external player 1. And those are 2, 3, and 5. We also have the screen menu buttons, or screen buttons. This is also a button. This is the original home button from the gamepad, which I retained to give it an overall, to remind you that it's a gamepad, of course, an overall sleekness, and it functions as one of the screen's function buttons, so it's actually the on and off switch for the screen. So I'm going to turn the unit on. As you can see, there are no cables. It just works. Oh, I forgot to mention, on the bottom we also have an SD card here, a micro SD card, which is for the Wasp or Wii U Fusion, so you can put all your games on there. So no hassling with all kinds of discs, just one nifty SD card. I mentioned a switch for the memory card on top, so if I press this button here, the internal memory card will switch to another internal. Oh, sorry, that's actually the switch, the fan switch, sorry. If I press here, it will actually switch to another memory card inside the unit, so that way you won't ever have to worry about available space, because both memory cards are 2043 blocks. That's the maximum capacity GameCube recognizes as open space. Turn a little louder. So here I'll show you the disklet switch. So if I switch it, it will say there's no disk inside. If I switch it back, it will say reading disk, and I can press start. It has Swiss auto boot, so it will boot into Swiss automatically without pressing a pin 29 button or something. So yeah, these are all the backups that I have of the games that I own. Some Double Dash, of course. Why not? I'll show you that multiplayer works as well. So I have a Wavebird here. Just do a grab pretty quick. So as you can see, I'm controlling player 1. So if I switch this and hook it up to player 1, I will now be able to control externally, which is nice. And if I would switch it to player 2, player 2 is controllable as well. Same goes for 3 and 4, of course. That goes without saying. Like I mentioned, the home button, it works as a on and off switch for the screen. If I press it again, the screen will come back on. I'm going to switch this back. Oh, I made it too small. Now. Okay. So without pressing any buttons, we'll boot into Swiss automatically. There you go. Now if I press B and dismount and go to SD-Gecko, I'll show you that that works as well. I can start a Super Nintendo emulator. Start A Link to the Past. Sorry for the noise, I'm a little bit sick. Sleepless nights, working on this unit, getting it to completion. So as you can see, that works as well. I'm not going to start a new game because it takes too long with this Zelda games. So yeah, that's the unit. Another feature is that it has 2 rumble motors inside, so one on the left and one on the right. So it's right by your hand, so you can feel the feedback. That goes for external controls as well. Of course, Wavebirds don't support rumble, but if you attach a normal controller here, it would get force feedback. Yeah. Just to show you quick. Now that's in the off mode. So the switch is now off. The GameCube Portable is off. If I now plug in a normal, this is actually original GameCube powerbrick, but I modded the plug to make it more sleek. And as you can see, I'm now playing from wall power. That way I can connect my charger here on the other port and play and charge at the same time. It's advised never to charge and play from one jack at the same time. Never turn it on. So turn the unit on and never then plug in your wall power jack, because that could seriously damage your internal batteries, and maybe even the unit could catch fire. I don't know. I'm not going to say it does, but you always have to watch out with electronics, especially homemade stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have any questions, just hit me up on YouTube or send me an email. In the previous video, I've added my email in one of the messages. Just look for dursim.a@gmail. And you can hit me up with questions, maybe even commission me to make a new portable. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a nice day. Bye.